What's going on, everyone? I hope you're having a beautiful Friday. And speaking of beautiful, look at that chart for Bitcoin. It's above $44,000 as of the time of me recording this video, up about 2% on the day. A nice little bounce up after we had 2 days of decline. And with this, we have an article from Cointelegraph suggesting that we might be heading towards $50,000 soon off of this altcoin FUD. So I'm going to have this article down in the description below, as usual, if you guys want to go check them out. And they got lots of other articles as well. So Cointelegraph, a great resource. And I'll share my thoughts as well at the end of this article. And on a side note, I do have TikTok channels, Crypto Atlas on TikTok, if you guys would like to follow me there. And I also have an AI animation channel that's really fun. And I'm definitely trying to grow that one. You can find a link to that down in the description below. Bitcoin may hit $50,000 on altcoin FUD as Ethereum Solana beat gains. Notice it doesn't say here, by the way, BNB. I'm actually quite optimistic about BNB, and I'll do a separate video about that. Bitcoin takes a backseat on low time frames as Ethereum and Solana claw back crypto market cap share from Bitcoin. So you can see here, price chart, Bitcoin struggled to hold above $43,000 into December 8th as an altcoin surge put Ether in the spotlight. ETH Solana step up as Bitcoin takes liquidity. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed ongoing Bitcoin price consolidation as Ethereum added up to 7.6% in around 24 hours. Bitcoin having tapped new 19-month highs of $44,490 earlier in the week, now troubled market participants as both Ethereum and Solana stole attention. Eyeing Bitcoin's share of the overall crypto market cap, popular analyst Matthew Hyland described recent progress as a potential, quote, false breakout. Dominance hit 55.26% on December 6th, in line with the Bitcoin price highs, the highest reading since April 2021. It would need to close above support to avoid currently below. Hyland wrote in part of commentary on X, formerly Twitter, referring to the key 54.35% mark. At the time of writing, dominance stood below this at around 53.9%. Some major altcoins took advantage of the situation, with Ethereum hitting $2,392 before seeing a modest correction of its own on the day. Solana hit $72.88 on Bitstamp, its highest since May 2022, as investors increased bullish bets on three figures entering the future. Commenting on the current status quo, research from Santiment argued that fear, uncertainty, and doubt, or FUD, surrounding an altcoin breakout could ultimately help Bitcoin. Traders are fearful that crypto markets may be in a bull trap at the moment, it reasoned on December 7th. But while Bitcoin may have stopped its momentum for the time being, Ethereum and altcoins are blasting off once again. FUD could propel Bitcoin to $50,000 if it increases. In this graphic here, they highlight Bitcoin has flattened out since traders made a bull trap for proclamations, but altcoins are surging again. An accompanying chart showed data that covered social media activity for the phrases bull trap and bear trap, referring to current crypto price action, keeping the faith on more upside. Elsewhere, Bitcoin market participants saw encouraging signs in the current Bitcoin price come down. Popular trader, Credible Crypto, known for his optimistic perspective on Bitcoin in the current environment, argued that accumulation was ongoing before the next leg up for the largest cryptocurrency. As Cointelegraph reported, however, some believe that a much larger correction is due, this having the potential to return the market to $30,000 or even closer to $20,000 before new all-time highs hit. All right, so that's the end of the article. So again, they don't talk about BNB here because we're not seeing really significant pushes up with BNB. I'll have a separate video that dives more into that. But the short version of it is that based on my own analysis, we're on the verge of a golden crossover, a golden cross for BNB. And if that makes a strong rally, there's going to be more than likely even more sentiment that's bullish in the world of crypto, which would have a rippling effect across cryptos that have BNB paired liquidity, for example, as well as some of these other altcoins where people are just becoming more optimistic about the market as a whole. Don't forget, Even after all the drama that happened with BNB recently, with Binance, I should say, more specifically, and with CZ, it's still one of the top cryptocurrencies out there. But again, I will have a separate video. I'll dive into that. Keep an eye out for that. So looking over here at Bitcoin, Bitcoin doesn't have outrageous amounts of volume here for the last 3 days. So yes, we've got a nice little green candle that is going on here, especially as I'm making the video. But the volume itself is not like extraordinary, right? So we have back on December 5th, December 4th, November 28th here. These are all days that have more volume than what we've seen in just the last 3 days alone. Having a nice run up, great. Last 2 days had some pullback. Both days were sell-offs. And as we've been seeing, there's just overall more bullish sentiment. So me personally, I'm feeling optimistic. I'm looking at this in the bright side. We have the halving market coming up next year on top of everything else. We've had a lot of negative stuff that happened over the course of the last year. I think it makes sense that after all that negativity, after things fall down, you got to cool down for a bit, and then you start to make a run back up. So at some point, you make that run up. Is this going to pull back to $30,000, $20,000? Anything is possible. Do I think it's going to happen? Me personally, I don't think so. $30,000 would already be a substantial drop. 20,000, I feel like it's too far off. But things could change. News comes out, other events occur. We're on the verge of a Bitcoin ETF on top of everything else. So, there's a lot of things to look forward to. That's what I got for you in this video. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to We Love, Victor Vegas, and Osmoon X for being higher level patrons. Thank you to my YouTube members for your support as well. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. God bless. We'll see you in the next episode.